Hello, my crafty friends. Thank you again for hanging out with me tonight. I wanted to first say thank you so much to all my crafty, amazing, beautiful friends that I have made in the past, I'm going to say month. It's been so amazing. It's been great creating for some talented, amazing women here that I've been blessed to know. And I want you guys to know that I love you guys so, so much. I'm so glad that you guys have enjoyed my items that I've made. As you guys know, I'm very new to the paper aspect of it. I've already told you guys that I was a card maker and I was doing, like keychains and stuff like that. But the scrapbooking, journal stuff, yeah, embellishments, I did not know how to do that. So thanks to you guys, I learned watching all of you amazing women recreating, and you guys taught me a lot. So thank you, thank you, thank you for being there. And thank you for basically following me and leaving me beautiful messages that they make my day. So I do appreciate you guys so much. So today, believe it or not, is a little bit of a tutorial. Yes, guys, I'm doing a tutorial. And you guys are looking at a punch board and say, Iris, what is wrong with y'all? Okay, so I'm going to do something with a punch board. So I've been wanting to learn how to do the paper spools, where you can put the ribbons and, like perhaps like to send a happy mail or, or swap, whatever, and even to utilize it for yourself, if you have any extra pieces and you just want to roll them up and save them. So, mind you, I could never find any tutorial for the life of me. I just couldn't. And let me tell you, I do surf videos a lot, but never found any. And then I was going to go and buy some. And not yesterday, 2 days ago, I was again, just going through all my videos, watching videos and stuff like that. And I bumped into one. And her name is Sandy. And her channel name is Septeria's Room. She's Guys, when I tell you this woman is amazing, she's so good. I mean, just so good. She's actually really good also with the embellishments and creating pockets. I mean, just you name it, she can do. Anyway, so this is where I learned it from. Now, she did that tutorial about 7 years ago. So I don't know. I didn't find any recent ones from her doing this particular project, but I do want to give her the credit because I didn't do it. She did it. And so I wanted to give her the credit. So I'll be putting her down in the description box below. So anyways, so let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and open this up. I did pre-cut just because, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I did another recording and it took forever because I was cutting. I'm like, yep, nope, we're gonna re-record and I'm just gonna pre-cut. So the first thing we're gonna do is we are going to recreate. Actually, let me go ahead and show you the ones that I already basically okay, I decorated to the best of my ability. But what we're going to make is a mason jar. This is a mason jar, and it has a little pocket. So I put a tag inside of it, but, you can put goodies in there, other goodies, like ephemera or, whatever, paper cuts or something like that. You can always put that on there. So I just put a tag. And so we're going to learn how to do this one. We're also going to learn how to do the spool. Now, mind you, originally, this is the reason why I was watching the video. She just gave those as extras. So we're going to learn how to do the spool. And this is a mason jar. Just a mason jar. And I just decorated a little bit so it didn't look so plain. And then we're going to make a mini mason jar. Just a mini one. So let's get started. We're going to start with the pocket mason jar. Okay, so what you're going to need, you are going to need a 2.5 by 6-inch paper. Now mind you, she was doing it with like scrapbook paper, with designs on it and stuff like that. One, for this video. Two, because it's a little more sturdy for me, I guess, to work it. That's the reason why I chose cardstock. But if you want to do any 6x6, as long as it's 6x6, because you got it, the cuts that you're making, it's on a 6x6 paper. She was just utilizing a lot of 6x6. So we're gonna do 2.5 by 6, and what we're gonna do is that we're gonna place this one on the 6-inch side, and we're gonna put this to 4 1/4. So we're gonna get to 4 1/4, and we're gonna punch. Okay, we are going to flip back to 4 1/4 and punch. Okay, then we have to make the pocket, right? So on the pocket though, so we are going to, we're done with this side, we're going to leave it on the 6-inch side. So if you see this little notch right here, this one that goes like in the groove here, okay, so we're going to bring this edge to that groove, right to that little notch there. So we're going to push the paper all the way back, and again put the edge to that little notch and punch. Same thing, we're going to bring the paper, the edge to the notch and punch, and voila. And you're probably saying, Iris, that does not look like the mason jar. Wait, it gets better. We're going to grab a pair of scissors, and we are going to cut this little piece right here on both sides. So you're going to, I guess, get to that edge to the best of your ability. Again, you don't have to be perfect. I'm going to have little teeny pieces of paper everywhere in my craft room. I'm just saying. I've been cutting. All right. Now it looks like a mason jar, right? Okay. So now, let me close this for a sec. And let me move it out of the way for a minute. Okay. So just like a regular pocket, we are going to bring it up. What I like to do is match the sides here. Like those little corner here, just match them up. I did use a bone folder to kind of hold it shut there for a second. Okay, and then we're gonna take, I used white glue. This is a glue that I use. I love this glue. All right, so we're gonna just put the glue on the edge. I'm sure you guys have done pockets before and you guys know how to glue it. I'm just saying. Like I said, I was still very new. I don't want to say I'm still new, because I know I created a bunch of stuff already, but I'm still new. All right, guys, so we're gonna put this to the side so we can let the glue dry, and then we'll move to the next one. Okay, so the next one, let me cover my glue, because it'll dry up. Okay, so we're gonna go, and why don't we go ahead and do the spool? Okay, let's go ahead and recreate the spool. Okay, so in the spool, we are going to need a 3-inch by 4-inch. Okay, but this one we are going to place the 4-inch side in the punch board. Oh, the Iris, you gotta open it, girl. All right, let's do this again. All right, so we're gonna push the 4-inch all the way to the back, and we're gonna do 1 1/4. Now, you see the two here? Obviously, here's the 1 1/4, so the one is somewhere around here. So I gotta bring it to the 1 1/4, and we're gonna punch. We're gonna flip, do the same thing, 1 1/4. Punch. Then we're gonna flip it to the other side, still on the 4-inch side. Back to, 1 1/4. Punch, flip it, 1 1/4, and punch. Okay, and you get this, and you're saying, Iris, that does not look like a spool. Wait, it gets better. So we're gonna grab our pair of scissors. You know what? Let me get my bigger scissors. can cut better with these. We are going to get rid of this on both sides. Okay, so we're gonna try to nod your scissors in there to the best of your ability. And we're gonna cut here. We're gonna cut here, and you get left with this. You can probably get a little closer than I did. I know I did a much better job on this one, as you can see. This is not a good job, but you guys get the gist of it, right? So that side just needs to come off. Okay, so that is our spool. All right, now we're going to move to the mason jar. Yay, we're moving kind of quickly here. The other video was gonna be super long. I'm not kidding, guys. It was gonna be super long because I was cutting everything. All right, so I pre-cut this one. So this mason jar is going to be 2.5 by 4. Okay, so 2.5 by 4. Again, we're using the 4-inch side. Now this one we're gonna use, remember earlier how I said about this little notch and the edge? That's exactly how we're gonna do this one. So we're gonna bring it all the way to the back. We're gonna match the edge to that little notch right there, and we're going to punch. We are going to flip it around back to the edge and that little notch there, and punch. Perfect. But remember, we gotta cut that little edge right there so it could look like a lid. Cut those. Telling you, those little, I'm gonna be picking up little pieces everywhere. And there you go. Now, you can leave it square. It's up to you. It's your choice. I like it rounded. So I'm gonna use my corner rounder. And let's put it in the iris. Go ahead and round that off and round that off. To me, that just makes it look more like a mason jar. And then you decorate it however, like I decorated mine to the best of my ability. I'm not the best decorator. I'm not, guys. I really am not. I'm really trying. I'll get better. I promise. I know I'm gonna get better at this, embellishing and decorating things. I know I'm not the best right now. All right, and then as promised, I'm gonna show you how to do this little teeny weeny one. Kind of sort of the same way, but this time you're gonna have a 2x2 piece of paper. So literally a square. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna bring it all the way to the back. Same concept, edge to the little notch. We're gonna punch, turn it around. Same thing, push it back, notch, and punch. And then we're gonna cut that little piece. I'm gonna turn it around, cut that little piece. Again, I'd rather have it rounded. So we're gonna round it in the bottom. And you got yourself a little teeny weeny mason jar. So guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I'm gonna try my best to leave the measurements in the description bar below. So this is what we've recreated today. This is the one with the pocket. Let me pull it here so you guys can see. That's the one with the pocket. I don't think it's still drying, but there you go. Perfect. That's the one with the pocket. And then we recreated the regular mason jar. And we recreated the spool. And here's the spool. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you guys get to try it if you haven't tried it yet. And know that the punch board is not just for envelopes or bows or boxes. You can actually recreate other things like that. So I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me tonight. I'm still tired. I did work today. But I do appreciate you guys so much hanging out with me. I love you guys so much. Thank you again so much for all the praises that you guys gave me. I appreciate it so much. And thank you again for just being there for me. I do so much appreciate it, guys. Thank you again. Love you guys so much. Have a wonderful night. Until the next time. Bye.